Hey, this is Russell Whitney. You're watching Expert Insider, where I bring you new experts that talk about their businesses, life change, transformations, positive affirmations. And I happen to be here with Justin Perry, who is a 3-time best-selling author. He has one of the largest motivational YouTube channels on law of attraction, success, wealth building, and creation. And he has 2 apps that we're going to talk about here today. Justin, glad to have you here on the show.
Thank you,
awesome. And Justin, just so you know, took a flight all the way from Tampa, Florida to come out to Vegas for this interview. So we're greatly grateful to have him here on the show and to be able to give you some motivation, be able to give you some inspiration. But when we were talking before in the beginning, you said he came from the south side of Chicago.
South side of Chicago.
Right.
You know, the best city in the world. You know, the best food in the world. And yeah, home.
Yeah, that's your home. And now you're down in Tampa, Florida.
I'm in Tampa, Florida. You know, I'm living it up on my beautiful waterfront property.
Nice.
You know, on my boat and everything. And that's something that I manifested for myself.
Something that you manifested for yourself.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm very proud of that, actually.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations for you. So you got a nice, beautiful waterfront home, but I'm sure it all didn't start that way, right?
It didn't.
So when you started getting going, I mean, south side of Chicago can be a pretty rough area.
Absolutely.
Did you grow up in poverty? What type of life?
My family did pretty well. Mm-hmm. And we moved out of Dalton, Illinois, which is like the hood now.
Yeah.
into a really nice area. Yeah, you know, growing up, you know, I had a lot of difficulties with learning and everything else, you know. And yeah, I mean, that was my main challenge growing up, really.
Yeah. Was it difficulties really in learning, or was it the information wasn't attracting your brain and what you thought you needed?
Probably both.
Yeah.
You know, I was raised in a very religious household.
Oh, okay.
You know, and religion kind of messed me up a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and it brainwashed me in the wrong way.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah. So, you know, my confidence level wasn't as strong as it, you know, strong as it should have been, basically.
Gotcha.
You know, because of what I was raised up to be and everything else.
Right.
But,
what you thought you were constructed or had to be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And a lot of people will go through the religious, and I've interviewed and I've worked with a lot of people that had religious challenges or Bible thumping pushed on them.
For sure.
You know, some of them accepted it, and others end up then becoming agnostic, right?
Right.
So it all depends, and I believe in higher powers. Just for me personally, everybody has their own higher power that's out there. But when did you go to college?
I did.
You did. Awesome. Where did you go to college?
Bethune-Cookman College in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay, down in Daytona Beach.
But I didn't graduate.
Okay, got you. Dropped
my
out.
My girlfriend, which is my wife now.
Yeah.
She had her first son.
Okay.
And I had to drop out, you know, to support them.
You had to put food on the table. So getting the education part wasn't necessarily the priority at that time, but maybe it was a blessing in disguise. I mean, what are your thoughts on college?
To be honest with you, my wife, she has a master's degree. And she doesn't use it at all.
Yes.
And she racked up over like $100,000 in debt.
Right.
So right now, I don't think you need a college degree to be financially successful.
I would totally agree. I don't think most of the people needed a college degree ever to become financially successful. I mean, you look at so many millionaires and billionaires that are out there that dropped out of college, never went to college. Absolutely. I mean, you pay all of this money to get a piece of paper, and less than 14% of the people that graduate from university actually, with the degree that they received, are in a job that serves their degree. Less than 14%. So I believe it's failing. Plus, they teach you a lot of theory. They don't teach you real world. What do we do in applicable? How do we make money? Law of attraction, build relationships, communication, negotiation, salesmanship. So going into that, you drop out of college, so you had to go get a job at that point in time. So you're working in the, just over broke life?
Yes, you know, I'm working as a server, like at a restaurant.
Okay.
And I get fired from that.
Okay.
And
What were you doing? Eating the food?
oh my goodness, you know, it's a crazy story, and I don't want to share it because
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild.
All right. Let's hear it.
Really, you want to hear
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. I want to hear it.
You wanna
Why'd
hear
you
it?
get fired?
Oh my God. Okay, so here it goes. So basically, Saturday night. Mm-hmm. It's about 11:30 at night, and the restaurant is dying down, and this two couple comes in, and this guy orders I think he ordered a Mexican flag, and usually people take flaming shots, and me being young and stupid, I'm like, man, you should set it on fire and take it. He's like, okay, sure, no problem. He sets it on fire.
Uh-huh.
And he puts it to his mouth, but he freaks out. And it slips out his hand. Falls
Flames
on his
everywhere.
shirt, falls on his mouth. His mouth catches on fire. The table catches on fire. Blue flames everywhere. Crazy story. Crazy. So he gets on the ground. I snatched off my apron, start hitting him with it. Boom, 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 boom. And my manager's like, what is going on? I mean, smoke everywhere. Needless to say, I was fired.
Literally. So caught somebody on fire
Literally.
and got fired, right? That doesn't happen.
Yeah, so, I'm just, I mean, that was a crazy story, but it was true. Crazy
That's
story.
that's insane. So this is Russell Whitney. You're watching Expert Insider. When we come back, we're going to get into the transformation of after getting fired and getting into your entrepreneurial career.